For as long as I can remember, I've had severe feelings of inadequacy and that people didn't like me and that I couldn't do anything right. And then add to that, my father died when I was 9 and I inherited a abusive stepfather. But that didn't really come to me that it was a mental health issue until I was in my mid-20s, when one day I just suddenly had this thought in my mind that maybe it's not normal to think about killing yourself every single day. I started praying harder and I started meditation and doing positivity things, and that helped, but it really didn't make it go away. And then when I was in my early 40s, I got fired from a job that I loved, and it was a big surprise, and I went into a deep depression, and that's when my family physician diagnosed me with depression and prescribed an antidepressant. It was still a daily battle. And in my early 60s, I had another kind of crash and went into a deep dark hole, and I actually had a plan for committing suicide, and somehow my good wife figured that out and coerced me into going to see a therapist. And my very first visit with the therapist, she said, "Mark, I can't help you. You have a serious mental illness. You need to see a psychiatrist and get a proper diagnosis." So I did that and came out of that meeting with a diagnosis of major depression and general anxiety disorder. That anti-anxiety medication made a big difference in my life. I saw daily things that were better for me. Well, you know, life happens. And I got myself into a situation where I got angry and made a public scene, and then felt absolutely embarrassed about the whole thing, and I ran away. A truck driver saw me sitting in this truck stop and came and talked to me and for quite some time and convinced me that I should give my wife a call. That incident led to a self-admission to the behavioral unit. Well, one of the outcomes of that visit to the behavioral med unit was I felt this calling by God to openly share my mental health story. And I actually started a YouTube channel called Seek Wellbeing. Thank you for listening. I hope I get to talk to you again.